Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of geography is sectoral distribution of the workforce. This is a subtopic of the topic of population in the subject of geography. So we are going to start now, concentrate now. These three broad categories of the occupations sectors are primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary sector consists of primary occupations: agriculture, mining, fishing, and forestry. Secondary sector includes secondary occupations, manufacturing, and processing industry. Tertiary sector consists of services, both social and financial. Health, education, transport, tourism, and banking are some examples. The next topic which we are going to read in the lecture is workforce engaged in primary sector. Percentage of the labor force in primary sector has declined from 65.3% in 1951 to 42.1% in 2002. Look at the big fall. Great majority of the workers in the primary sector are associated with agriculture, because about 67% of the total population lives in the rural area. So this is the reason 65% of the total population is associated with agriculture. Decline in workforce of the primary sector is because of the following reason. So we are going to read the reasons why workforce has dropped in the primary sector. Number one reason is mechanization in agriculture has rendered majority of the workers in agriculture jobless, because automatic machines are using in the fields now. For example, spray machines, for example, tractors are now using, for example, cutting machines are using. So in the past, a lot of persons were required for these kind of the activities, but now very few persons can handle the machines, and a big portion of the land can be harvested, can be cultivated. So this is the first reason. The second reason is growth of the industrial and services sector. More manufacturing and process industries and development of the various services like transport, trade, banking, communication, and advertisement. Because these two sectors, secondary and tertiary, are improving. That's why workers from the primary sector moving towards these sectors. So that's why there is a big decline in the primary sector. Next reason is, as a result of the deforestation, workforce associated with forestry has also decreased. Now we are going to discuss different reasons of the fall of the workers in secondary industries. This includes occupation which process and manufacture the primary products, for example, large and small scale manufacturing industry, food industry, etc. Construction and assembly industries are also types of the secondary sector. So first, this is the definition and examples of the secondary sector. Only a small increase in the workforce associated with the secondary sector, that is 11.6 to 13.8% from 1951 to 2004. So almost negligible increase is seen in this sector. Period of sharp increase 1951 to 1961, when 11.6 to 20.2% was the change seen, but decline afterwards. The decline is attributed to increase in the degree of the automation, more capital intensive industries. So same is the reason with the secondary industry as well. So in the factories and in the big units, there are mechanization, automatic machines are using. So this is the reason in the past, lot of workers were working to carry out these functions, but now machines are doing these. So this is the reason for the decline in the secondary sector. Increased competition in the manufacturing industry throughout the world also demands automatic industrial plants and discourages further induction of the human labor in this sector. So, very important reason. Next is rapid growth of the tertiary sector has also been responsible for absorbing huge workforce. Hundreds of the new hotels and restaurants, educational institutes, and new transport services can be quoted as an example. So, the tertiary sector is improving. So, a lot of persons are attracting to that sector. That's why a decline in the workforce in the secondary sector is seen. Now we are going to discuss the workforce in tertiary sector, that is also called service sector. Includes all those occupations which provide a large variety of these services. Examples are transport, trade, banking, insurance, business, health, tourism, and education. So this is the definition and examples of the tertiary and the service sector. Today, this sector absorbs the highest percentage of the workforce, that is 44.1% that was recorded in 2004. Workers from the other two sectors have been absorbed by the tertiary sector because of the number of the reasons. So these are the reasons which we are going to discuss, due to which a lot of workers are absorbed in the tertiary sector. First reason is expanding scope of the wide range of the services. Transport, schools, colleges, hotels, restaurants, banks, entertainment, communication, and health. So these things are having big scope. That's why a lot of persons are absorbing in this sector. Second reason is improved literacy rate in recent years and setting up of various training institutes that impart training courses related to various services is another important factor. The next reason is declining primary occupation, where mechanization has compelled human workers to change occupation. And the next reason is rural to urban migration has pushed many people into tertiary sector who were formerly engaged in agriculture. Now we are going to read the factors for the availability of the skilled labor. So if primary sector is concerned, so we are going to read different reasons how can skilled labor can be available in primary sector. So number one, the reason for the availability of the skilled labor in primary sector is main focus on training the workforce for agriculture, as it is the most important of all primary occupations. Special training institutes should be set up where agriculture should be a basic subject while teaching the students routine subjects. Thus, a literate workforce will be ready to improve the agriculture sector. The next, the thing, how can we improve the workforce in primary sector is curriculum of the primary schools in rural areas should be redesigned to include topics related to agriculture. The next point for this is model farms should be established where various stages of the cultivation should be demonstrated to the students as well as farmers. The next point in this regard is training workshops should be established to train the farmers for repairing and maintaining agricultural tools and machinery. The next point is research institutes should be established where the old and experienced farmers should be invited to interact with the agriculture scientists, and the young should be instructed to apply a variety of the means to maximize agricultural yield. Next, we are going to read how we increase the skilled workforce in this secondary sector. So look now, starting a comprehensive training program to train the industrial workforce in these areas. So number one, running and maintaining various specialized industrial plants. Number two, observing safety measures and dealing with emergencies. Next, learning basic functions of different types of the machines. Next, introductory lessons should be included in the science textbooks and specialized subjects regarding industries should be offered as optional subjects to the students who have an aptitude for the same. Next, how can we improve the skilled workforce in the secondary sector? The point is, in service training programs should be organized to keep the workers in touch with updated information and technology. The next point is talented workers and engineers should be sent abroad for training. Next point is management courses should be offered for better management of different industries. Now we are going to read the same. How can we improve the skilled workforce in tertiary sector? The points in this regard are: more polytechnic institutes should be set up to prepare highly skilled technicians in various areas. These technicians have the potential of being self-employed in most cases. Next point is teacher training workshops and courses should be organized. Next point is training courses regarding hotel management, tourism, and other services should be started. Next point in this regard is similar steps are needed to tap the potential of other highly educated professionals, doctors, engineers, bankers. So these are the steps. If we follow these, skilled workforce can be available, more available in this tertiary sector. So this was the lecture, students, important lecture. So read this lecture again, learn it, make your notes. Thank you so much.